Hi guys, welcome to Pagapayo channel. Today in this video, we are going to talk about a very interesting statistical concept called correlation. Correlation talks about the relationship between two variables or two or more variables, you can say. It is measured using correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient is a value which indicates the strength of relationship between two or three variables. It can be multiple variables also. Generally, the coefficient takes any value from -1 to 1. It is indicated with the letter R. So -1 is perfect negative correlation, which means whenever value of one variable increases, the other value decreases. When it comes to positive correlation, whenever the value of one variable increases, other variable value also increases. In case of no correlation, the correlation coefficient will be 0. Then in that case, whether one value increases, the other value will have no impact. So it may go up or go down. So there is no linear relationship between the two variables. So -1 is perfect, but in case if it is -0.9, then we can say strongly negative correlation. Similarly, 0.8, 5.9 and all, strongly positive correlation. So this is calculated with the formula. We are not going to explain the formula in this video. If you are interested, you can Google and find out those formulas and all. We are going to use Google Colab Python for calculating the correlation coefficient. So you no need to worry about on this. So we will show you how to calculate the correlation coefficient with Google Colab Python. Now we are going ahead with the coding. So before going ahead, I request you to subscribe our channel and share with your friends. The first and foremost thing, what we have to do is we have to import pandas package. So if you have to calculate the correlation, so you would require the pandas package. So import it. We have already shown in this video. This is the coding. Import pandas as PD. And Uber is the data set. Even in our past videos also, we have used this Uber data set. So we are going to use in this video also the same thing. So here we are going to give the data frame name dot CORR. Please make sure that it should be in small letters in pandas. If you are making an error, even in case of small letter, if you are using a capital letter, then Python will show an error to you. So CORR is the code. So once you run this code, you get a matrix, which is nothing but the correlation matrix. The values, whatever shown in numbers, is the correlation coefficient. If you see the pickups and pickups, SPD, SPD for the same variable diagonally, if you can see, the value is 1 because the correlation between same variable will be positively correlated. If pickup increases, then again for the same variable, it will be increasing. So it will be positively correlated. But for the remaining value, it depends. So, but by seeing this, you can say I can't able to judge it. So if we can able to give a color coding, we can able to visualize in a better way. So for that, what we can do is we can give a name to this. CORR is the name which I am giving. So now this value is the correlation matrix got saved in the name of CORR. C is capital. So now what we are going to do is we are going to come up with a matrix with having some background colors. So for that, what we are going to do is whatever the data frame matrix which you have created, please mention that CORR dot style dot background underscore gradient, which is the CMap is equal to Coolworm. So once you execute this code, see, you are getting a colorful matrix. So this is somewhat better than the earlier one. So here, if you see, this value is strongly positively correlated, but remaining other values are nowhere near to 0.8 or 0.9 anywhere. So everywhere it is lower value only. But still, I want to show this as a plot or something different kind of. You can use one more coding. So for that, you have to use Seaborn package. So you have to import Seaborn as SNS. Then we will be creating a heat map. So once you import this, SNS is the package short form dot heat map, then uber.corr. So whatever the pandas correlation matrix what you have created, you just mention within the bracket and then execute it. But once you execute, you can find you are getting a confused matrix. You are not getting any value, what is what and all. So for that, what you can do is you just need to add the coefficient values. For that, the same command, you just add annote is equal to true. You just add this and execute the code. So once you are doing this, the values are on the box, but you can't able to read this. For that, you have to increase the figure size so that the letters will be properly visible. So for that, what you can do is, so already Seaborn you have imported. So if you want, we can remove this code. It is not required since we have already imported that. Here we have to import matplotlib.pyplot. Even in our last video also, we have shown you about this pyplot package. So we are going to import that package as PLT. So PLT.figure fixed size is equal to 10,7. 10 is nothing but width. So width of the picture. 7 will be the height of the picture. So the remaining code will remain same. Whatever we have shown, SNS.heatmap is about the same code. You just copy paste here. Only thing is what we are going to add is the figure size. For using that, we would require this matplotlib.pyplot package. So you just execute this code. See, now you are getting a bigger plot and it is having a scale also. So with the scale, we can easily understand, since there is no strongly negatively correlated value, only thing is we can see minus 0.55 is the maximum negatively correlated value. So here 0.9 so is there, so that's why, and 1 is also there. That's why the color scale has started from 1 till around minus 0.5. So in case if there is some value which go up to minus 0.7 or minus 1 something, then the scale also a little bit vary. But right now, based on the values available in this table, the color scale also has been defined. So if you see, only this value is strongly correlated. Remaining thing and all these and all, if there is any value less than 0.7 in general, it would be considered as medium correlated. So remaining most of the things are medium correlated. And if it is less than 0.2, then it is weak correlation or no correlation between those two variables. You can say these values, you can see 0.013, it is almost, you can see it is zero. You can say these two variable PPC1 and PCP01 and temperature, these two variables are having no relationship based on the correlation matrix. Similarly, SPD and PCP01, it is zero. You can say 0.00025 is zero. So again, this is also having no correlation. So likewise, we can able to find the relationship between the variables. Basically, why we are finding this is we generally tend to neglect the value. So if two variables are in a data set are strongly correlated, if it is coming around 0.95 or 0.9, so we can consider only one data variable for further analysis, because anyhow the change is already approximately around 0.9 degree. It is already explained by the other variable, so we can able to neglect the other variable in further analysis. Those things and all, when we move further, we will do this correlation test before going ahead with any analysis. Then we will select a particular variables for further analysis and all. So those things we will show you in future videos. So now moving further, we can able to apply this correlation in stock analysis also. That also we will show you in this video itself. So we have already imported a data file which is having Sensex closing numbers and TCS price closing numbers of September 21. So the data is already imported from Google Drive. So this is that data. This is the closing index value of each session. Similarly, this is the closing price of TCS of each session. So we want to analyze whether whenever the Sensex increases, similarly TCS also increases. We want to analyze it, because if you are going to invest, so you can do this analysis and you can able to judge. So for that, we have already explained you. The code is simple. After you import the pandas package, you just mention the name of the data frame. Here we have named it as sensex.corr bracket. Once you execute this code, you are getting a matrix. So since here it is two values only, so we don't need to worry. Both are positively correlated, but the strength, if you see, it is only 0.26. So if Sensex increases, TCS increases, but the strength is very, very minimum. So it is like not always, you can say. So very few times this tends to happen. So when Sensex increases, TCS also increases, but you can take some other stock price and you can analyze this and you can able to make a strategic call, because in some of the people who works on this, they may look for a negative correlation. If the Sensex goes up, there would be some cases that there would be some share prices which may go down. But when the Sensex goes down, which is actually the market is in negative scenario, there may be some shares which actually goes up. So some of the financial analysts do this kind of analysis and they will find out the right share to invest in a negative market. So hope you have learned something new from this video. If you like this video, click like button. Please subscribe our channel and share with your friends. We will come up with some more new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.